Welcome, dear youngsters. Salutations to you and gratitudes for you for being together in this endeavor of trying to unravel the secrets or the useful techniques given for our outer and inner success in Srimad Bhagavad Gita by Lord Krishna. And my request to you all is don't take these sessions superficially or lightly. Take them as seriously and sincerely as possible. And listen if required more than once, twice. Note down the salient points, which are only 2, 3 in every class. After that, the very important thing is ponder over them till the correct meaning is understood. Then, if that correct meaning is useful, then get convinced about it. And that conviction should lead to the commitment to live according to that knowledge gained. That change in life according to the newly gained knowledge is the one which is going to change our destiny from failure to success, from misery to happiness. Let us all acknowledge the Lord's grace on us that He is giving us this Jnanam of Bhagavad Gita. And what acknowledgement Bhagavan wants is how sincere, serious we are in applying ourselves while in the class to listen and note down the points, after the class to ponder over them and catch the essence and get conviction, followed by a committed effort in this direction. Right from now only, as a youngster, learn this habit of being practical along with knowing theoretical. Else, only a theoretical philosopher you will become, practically as bad as anyone who doesn't know the philosophy. Later on, don't blame Lord Krishna or philosophy or the one who has given the ideas. And these ideas, please remember, are not to entertain you. They are not here as a time pass. They're not that I have nothing to do, therefore I'm doing it too. I have a million things to do better than this. They are not time pass. They are the life molding principles, life beautifying principles, life empowering, enhancing, inspiring, and evolving principles they are. Be serious in this regard and be true as a student of this Gita knowledge and grasp every one of them. Never allow any pessimistic thought of being careless, etc. to come. That's a enemy. That's the one which never allows us to make use of the great opportunities or blessings or guidances which are coming time to time. ठीक है? Be more serious. Browse through. Listen once, twice, thrice. Spare your time for it. Don't think it's a burden or a heavy thing or not required. This is the only thing which is going to help you to grow in life. All other things for which you waste minutes, hours, and days together on the name of entertainment, etc. Same routine. Other than a little temporary entertainment, temporary, nothing of them are going to help you in your growth, in your evolution. Be serious about it. Okay. Now, like every day, today also, the three activities. First, the Japa mantra. Today is Wednesday, so Ganapati mantra we will do. Then one simple common sense thought, not much. Then Gita. In Gita ji, today our shlokas are chapter 3. They are from mm, 27, 28, and 29. These very philosophical, spiritual thoughts where how from a person of working we should become spiritual. Those are the highest deep things that are told. But for our sake, we have to learn little from it. Therefore, what we will be titling these three shlokas, which are very different, sublime meaning for spiritual seekers. For us is what? The title is Be a duty oriented, responsible doer. not an arrogant doer. Means what? I am doing because it is my duty. I am doing it's because of my responsibility. And I am not doing out of my arrogance, ego. Because it's not me who is doing it is happening because of all the abilities, talents that are in me. Those abilities, talents belong to the nature and that is given to us by the Lord. Then where am I to claim that I am the doer with arrogance? Although it is our responsibility to change ourselves from the wrong doer to the right doer, yet while doing the right things also, to avoid the arrogance which leads for downfall or accident, we have to be only the claimer of the responsible doer. We should not be the arrogant claiming doer. So this is how it is said. And some subtle thoughts that are spoken here are what? It is the nature which is making the things happen, and you only are a witness to it. Allow it to happen in a humble, simple way. Don't be the too much claimer to remain as a strong ego, a jiva, or a samsari. That is how it is for the spiritual seekers. But for us, this much a responsible, duty oriented doer, neither the claimer of the result nor the arrogant person to say, I have done. Because with whatever the abilities you have done, those abilities, if they are not there tomorrow, you will fall so down and suffer. That suffering tomorrow because you are not able to perform is not because of not performing, but because of arrogance of today where you have performed. So it's a very subtle thought, it is, but it will help us to maintain our consistency of duty responsibility and avoiding any unnecessary upsurge, precipitation of the ego, of the doer or claimer, because that leads to taking things for granted. Then we slowly lose that perfection or sincerity. We start doing wrong things or we start doing things in a wrong way. That starts our downfall. So always ये मेरा ड्यूटी है, मुझे धर्म है, मुझे करना है, my responsibility. Well, I'm not claiming it. And this also I'm doing because the Lord is making do it through me. And with whatever the instruments I have done, it all belongs to Lord's nature only. It is none of mine. In this way, with every of the greater achievements, if you can be very careful witness without being an arrogant doer, then you are always protected. That is the crux of these three shlokas. We will see them. Now, first the chantings, then today's mantra, then common sense thought, then Geetha shloka ucharana, three shlokas, the meaning. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahanao Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Every day one mantra we are seeing. So we started on Friday. Om Aim Hrim Shrim Shrimatre Namaha. Saturday. Om Namo Narayanaya. Sunday. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Monday. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Yesterday Tuesday. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Today Wednesday generally is for Vishnu and Bhagavan Ganapati. They are all same. Shuklam Bharadram Vishnu Shishivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadnam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. In this mantra, we pray to Vishnu as Ganapati, Ganapati as Vishnu. So, Ganapati mantra. It is said in spiritual life, the first push is given to us in spiritual evolution is by Ganapati, Bhagavan, stationed in our Mooladhara. So, through various pujas, chanting, japa, when we propitiate him, worship him, With his blessings, we enter into the subtle zones of contemplation meditation. At our gross or outer level of activities, Bhagavan Ganapati, by giving us the buddhi, he sees to it that the vignas are removed and we perform well so that the riddhi and siddhi come to us. So buddhi data, riddhi data, riddhi means samriddhi. Then siddhi data is Ganapati by removing the vigna. So, and such Bhagavan Ganapati is very much there. Many upasakas have had his darshan, and everyone, those who have done upasana of him, are blessed by him in all these three things of removing vigna, giving the buddhi, make us get the riddhi and siddhi. So, mantra is what? Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. That's all. Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. Gam is a Bijakshara, from where the Nama of Ganapati, Ganapati Namaha, other side the Shakti of Ganapati get expressed. Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. So remember Ganapati Bhagavan, you are famous, familiar with it during our Ganapati Mahotsava. All over the country and the world, thousands and thousands forms Ganapati are put and worshipped. Whichever the form of Ganapati you worshipped, you kept in our house, that form you remember and know that is the remover of Vigna, giver of the Riddhi Siddhi through the Buddhi, praying to him for that. Remove the Vigna Bhagavan, give me the intelligence, ability to perform, give me the outer prosperity, inner knowledge, experience. ऐसा कहते हुए ओम गंग गणपतये नमः कहना. Again, it also 27 we'll do now. 81 you add and make it 108 today, and keep a target of 1,08,000. Then all four mantras whatever we were doing earlier, उसके खत्म होने के बाद ये करना. नहीं तो every one of them daily you can make a target of 1,000. So in 108 days, all those things will be over. And doing 1,000 Om Ganganavati Namaha hardly takes 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Okay, now let us do the chanting 27 times. Remember Ganapati seated in the Mooladhara and listening to her prayers and giving us subtle powers. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. 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 In whatever the way you want, you can chant it, invoke His grace. Okay? Yeah? Now, in the common sense subject, today is a very simple thought. It is in connection or continuation of some thought we discussed a couple of days or weeks back. But it is key for any of the successes outside, you have to put the efforts. For putting all those efforts, you have all the abilities and resources in you only. But some are the things which are blocking those abilities inside, because of which we are able to use them to perform well, to succeed. So the common sense thought, along with seeking the help from elders, gurus, in the form of advices, guidances, some resources and plannings, look into yourself also to see what are the obstructions which are hindering or obstructing my inner abilities, talents from expressing outside. कौन सी चीज है जिस कारण से मैं जो कर सकता हूं कर नहीं पा रहा हूं? What are those negativities? They may be attitudes, they may be misunderstandings, they may be imaginations, they may be notions, they may be inhibitions, they may be ignorances, they may be wrong habits, wrong hobbies. इतने सारे होते हैं जो हमारे अंदर की ग्रेटनेस को बाहर व्यक्त करने से रोकते हैं. Otherwise, potentially everyone has all capacity to succeed. So this is your goal. This is what you have to perform to achieve it. But you are not able to do, even though you have talents inside. Why those are not getting into expression? What are the obstacles? Study them one by one, select them and delete them. Like I have to give this Gita lecture. Now, to successfully give Gita lectures, I have to have the knowledge in me. Do you have the knowledge and everything or not? Yeah. Then it's not expressed. Why? There may be some reasons. In my own way, the reasons are I may be irresponsible, careless, I may not be committed, or I may not love the work, I have no interest in it, or I may not love you, the youth. Because of these obstructions in me, though I have an ability, talent to talk to you on Gita, I will not do that goal. Reach to that goal, I don't do it. So I have to replace them. Non-interest with the interest, non-love with the love, carelessness with the carefulness, commitment I have to bring into me. So then I can do the job of giving satsanga, which is there in me, the capacity. Is it not? In the same way, see what are the things which are hindering. Like you are a science student in a technical college. You have joined it because you have some technical brain, but yet why the technical brain is not fully functional for growing? What are the things that are hindering? Again it is same. Irresponsibility होता है, laziness होता है, और procrastination होगा, और depending on others होगा, or not fully inspired with the goal, or something else is distracting us. कुछ भी हो, लगातार देखते हुए उन दो भी obstructions है, the thorns and the on the way, the pebbles on the way, the speed breakers on the way, or the जो कहते हैं ना manholes, all that you have to keep on repairing. Throughout life this has to be done. Potentialities are there, opportunity is there, planning is there. You have to perform to achieve, but you are not able to achieve because some things are there inside which are blocking the expression of my own great qualities. So, what are those blocks? Selecting and removing is the common sense thought today we are thinking. Just like we find the faults with others and we educate them, यार तुमने किया इसलिए तुम फेल हो गए, इसके बजाय if you do this positive thing you will be succeeding. Like some batsmen, they are weak in one particular ball, so they keep on getting out for it. Yesterday you saw first ball duck out, the third one day. So the short pitch ball or bouncer is done. He is not perfect about it. So he is getting out. Then the coach tells him, "Beta, देखो ये है तुम्हारे पास." The next 1 month you get to make yourself strong in countering, attacking this particular ball because they found your weakness. Last 7 matches, 5 matches you are out in this way only. Then he recognizes, yes, what's the my stand may be different, height may be different, or or maybe standing on the crease. So with the discussion with the coach, he will understand what to do. Should he go 2-3 inches or half foot before the crease, or exactly stand it, or inside the crease he should stand to be able to face such bouncers, if that is his weakness. All else he is able to hit. fours and sixes. Then they studied his entire video. Then he understood if fellow is weak in this. Where all bowlers are trained in that, the opposition party. Whenever he is on the batting pitch, on the crease, they will bowl in such as out. No, coach told him, this is where you are getting out, this is where you have lacking, you have talent, your ability. But something is what to be improved or changed. That is done, then you are master it. The same thing which was a weakness now becomes a strength to you. Not knowing that you learned art, they bowl it like to you, like that, and you go on hitting sixers. Same in the kabaddi. Every ride you are going, you are caught. How is it be happening? Where you are going wrong? You are putting your leg too much into their खेमा और पकड़ के खींच रहे हो लोग खेमा कहते हैं उसको खेमा में group in the field in your own what do you call that particular place court कहते हैं उसको your court my court so you just touch the that whatever the border line thereafter be careful with your legs don't give so much them they are not doing namaskar they'll pull you only so the kabaddi coach tells him or the one when the ride comes उसको पकड़ने वाला where you are going wrong so at this particular place you are overconfident therefore going wrong you have to just see let him come one more feet inside इस तरह they give us the coach everywhere same way we also have to look into ourselves see which are the hindrances or blockades for the expression of our own great talents thereby not allowing us to succeed उनको निकालते जाना sometimes some good things are required add them some negative are to be removed or remove them keep on succeeding so today is that common sense thought and definitely it will be useful if you have that common sense to understand and use it let the life be continuously all the time every time you have to go on doing it Hmm. Our day schedule, our eating habits, even there also cause for our variety of obstructions. You should know it. You have to learn. Like I am lacking time in my study. Why the lacking of time? You have to observe. Then you know you are having 3 cups of coffee every time 20 minutes. 1 hour is wasted. So to eat for 40 minutes like a buffalo eating and grazing, 10, 12, 15 minutes are enough so that 25 minutes can be saved. And you are taking bath for 2 hours 20 15 minute bath काफी है 10 minute so you save time from that so this is how we should know time how to we have to earn from steal from I'm wasting my time in 10 times watching cell phone status अभी 2 घंटे में एक बार देखता हूँ घंटे में साल 40 बार नहीं that saves time in this way whatever the things to be deleted so that our journey becomes fruitful successful we have to do so to anything to be added you add weakness why weakness good food you are not eating is it not food should be energetic not inducing sleep and heaviness that art should be there when you eat all vegetables and fruits they never become overeaten the rice and chapati and sweets, all these you can eat or eat because they're all tasty. You eat them for taste, but they are not tasty. They are for the nourishment of the body. Therefore, the body tells, "यार हो गया अब इससे ज़्यादा मत डाल." It's not an effort to stop eating fruits and vegetables. They are never overeaten. But when they are eaten, there is nourishment without laziness. When you eat rice and all, rice contains alcohol. All of you know it. Therefore, it induces sleep. So these are the techniques we have to discover. Everybody, apne apne liye. Then you have to know where are we going wrong, how to set right. My mind is getting tired. Why? Because you are attached to someone unnecessarily. You valued something, and therefore always thinking about it. Then you are tired. Kick everybody from your mind. You have to attach only to your goal. In this way, in the common sense thought today, observe yourself, see what are non-positive, eliminate them. Clear? Now come to Bhagavad Gita, the 3 shlokas. 27, 28, 29 of chapter 3. Okay. Like every day, we will chant them. The shlokas are Prakrutehe kriyamanani gunaihi karmani sarvashaha. Ahankara vimudhatma karta aham iti manyate. तत्त्ववित्तु महाबाहो गुणकर्मविभागयोः गुणा गुणेषु वर्तन्ते इति मत्वा न सज्जते प्रकृतेः गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु तान् अकृत्स्नविदो मन्दान् कृत्स्नवित् न विचालयेत्. They're all very philosophical shlokas. So for us also there is some message. Let's learn. First chanting. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita Athat Tritiyoddhyayah Karma Yoga Shri Bhagavanuvacha Saptavimshati Ashtavimshati Ekonatrimshati Tamaha Shlokaha. Okay, the chanting. प्रकृतेः क्रियमाणानि प्रकृतेः क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा कर्ताहमिति मन्यते कर्ताहमिति मन्यते. नेक्स्ट. तत्त्ववित्तु महाबाहो तत्त्ववित्तु महाबाहो गुणकर्म विभागयोः गुणकर्म विभागयोः गुणाः गुणेषु वर्तन्ते गुणाः गुणेषु वर्तन्ते इति मत्वा न सज्जते इति मत्वा न सज्जते. नेक्स्ट. प्रकृतेर्गुणसम्मूढाः प्रकृतेर्गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु तान् कृत्स्नविदो मन्दान् तान् अकृत्स्नविदो मन्दान् कृत्स्नविन्न विचालयेत् कृत्स्नविन्न विचालयेत्. And the tomorrow shloka 30th is very powerful and beautiful, giving us the tips and guidance to perform and succeed. The 30th shloka is masterpiece, most important, relevant for you, the youth. But before that, these three shlokas, literally what they are meaning, what is the meaning of it for the spiritual seekers, and what is for us, the young, dynamic youngsters, want to learn and perform and achieve in the world. The literal meaning, I tell you, it is philosophical, not for you if you don't want. If you want it, use it. I'm not saying not for you, definitely. You may not want to do that spirituality now. You are busy in your outer successes, therefore, that way. So, prakrutehe kriyamanaani gunaihi karmani sarvashaha. This is the first line of 27th sloka. If you jumble it and study, it is like prakrutehe gunaihi sarvashaha karmani kriyamanani. Sarvashaha, always, karmani, actions, kriyamanani are being performed prakrutehe gunaihi because of the gunas of the prakriti. And the prakriti is called as maya and the gunas are sattva-rajas tamas. This topic will be dealt in 14th chapter very exhaustively. इनफैक्ट यहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ गुणों की बात वहां तक चलता है. But there elaborately given that what is Maya, how it has got three gunas and how they are continuously influencing us. That we will see there. But here what is said, Prakrutehe gunai karmani kriyamana. Because of the gunas of the Prakriti, karmas are done. So Sattva guna is sattvic karma, noble activity. Rajoguna, the Rajasic karma, action of dynamism, selfishness. Tamasic karma, the karma of laziness or cheating others, troubling others. Clear? In this, what is the lesson? By our conscious efforts, the tamasic karma of laziness, cheating, we should give up. The rajasic karma of arrogance and troubling others, we should give up. Come to the sattvic karma of the duty and helping others. That is why the title given is what? Be a duty-oriented worker. Be a responsible worker, doer, not the arrogant doer. The title we gave like that because of this reason. Without doing so, we cannot live. Already we studied Nai Kashtit Shinamavi Jatu Tishtati. The possibility of doing are the tamasic, rasic, sattvic. The rasic and tamasic will destroy us. So therefore, be a doer of sattvic. But when you are doing it, even that also is done because of good gunas in you. That good gunas in you are given to you by the Lord. Therefore, don't claim the arrogance that I am the doer. Because when you become the claimer, I am the doer, that arrogance makes you inadvertent. Once you become arrogant and inadvertent, the sattvic karma goes away, rajasic karma and tamasic karma comes. Like I learned driving. Learning driving is sattvic karma. Now, having learned the karma driving, be humble driver throughout life without accident. You can travel or drive thousands and lakhs of kilometers. And because of your ability to learn, given by the Lord, a very good driving coach, therefore you could learn. And you are doing a responsible action of driving the car to go to hospice or take the people at home, whatever. Acha kaam kar rahe ho. Where's the problem in that? No. But when you become arrogant person, I have learned the car driving, I drive better than others, and that way if somebody is going ahead of you overtake, कैसा मुझे overtake करेगा? See, out of arrogance, when you try to overtake him, either गाड़ी भी खराब हो जाएगा, ब्रेक्स टूट जाएंगे, या किसी को ठोक दोगे तो फिर हाथ पैर टूट जाता है. Do you understand the example? When my doing of driving is with responsibility and duty, that driving never causes accident. But when I become arrogant, accident happens. And why should we not become arrogant about our ability of learning? Because you have that sattva guna, you learned it. Sattva guna is given to by the Lord. What is there you to claim that it is yours? So my goodness is given to me by God because I asked him. Even if you ask, what the guarantee that he should give? Therefore, he is the giver. Therefore, prakrutehe gunaihi sarvashah karmani kriyamana. Not knowing this, not accepting it, not behaving in a humble, responsible, duty-oriented doer manner. If somebody becomes arrogant, second line, ahankara vimudha atma. Atma is individual, vimudha deluded, ahankara arrogance. A fellow deluded by his own arrogance, so kartaham iti manyate. I am the doer, I can do, nobody can do it, I will prove to do it. I will prove and do it and prove it to you. He goes on becoming deluded by ahankara. Then he commits the accidents. That's why those are experts of driving. They commit more accidents than those who are amateur or just now learning. Because they are learning just now, they humbly keep their vehicle in the parking zone or takes left or go slow or follow the traffic rules. So when the opposite vehicles are coming. But this arrogant fellow, 20-30 साल में चला रहा हूँ, सब रोड पता, गाड़ी पता, सब पता. In that pata, 1 minute he becomes inadvertent because of arrogance. Thrak! That is enough. You can't be there even to say, I'm sorry, I never meant it. You are not there. टूट गया हाथ पैर हॉस्पिटल में लटक रहे अभी. Everywhere it is so. I know cooking. When you know cooking as a humble, simple, duty oriented, responsibility oriented, cook you be. Then properly add all ingredients. नहीं है मैं जानता हूँ करके स्टोव बड़ा कर दिया, ये वो चीज डालते गए, मिस हो गए एक दो. मेनी पीपल आई नो एवरीथिंग करके डिस्ट्रैक्ट होकर दूसरों से बात करते हुए दे डू द वर्क. एट दैट टाइम इंस्टेड ऑफ एडिंग सॉल्ट दे ऐड पोटेशियम साइनाइड और सम चीनी. उसके बाद देखो क्या तमाशा उस टेस्ट का. आर यू गेटिंग द पॉइंट? प्रकृते गुणैः कर्माणि क्रियमाणानि. It is because the gunas of the prakriti, the actions are happening. So in that our role is definitely come to Sattva Guna and do only Sattvic activity. There's no doubt. Even while doing Sattvic activity, don't claim. Gunas are working in the gunas. It is by God's grace it's happening. In this way, maintain the humbleness. So if we become ahankara vimudhatma, then we do mistakes. And there's nothing to be ahankara. Even if I am a great achiever, I have achieved because Lord has chosen me. How can I claim it? I have to become more humble that He gave me an opportunity. See, this twist in our thinking is called spirituality. In the world, the more we are successful, the more we are arrogant. In spirituality, the more we are successful, the more we are humble because it is He who has chosen us. That's how the definitions change. So, first shloka is told, Prakrutehe gunaihi, because the gunas of Prakriti, karmani sarvashah kriyamanani, all the actions are accomplished The one who doesn't know it, ahankara vimudhatma, arrogant fellow, thinks that I am the doer. But negative doings ka you be responsible and get the kicks. Don't do the negative. Do the positive. For that, give the responsibility or acknowledgement to the divinity. Don't accept it and become arrogant. That's all. बुरा करो ही मत, अच्छा कर कर उसका क्रेडिट सिर्फ भगवान को प्रकृति को देना है. इफ यू क्लेम यू बिकम एरोगेंट, इन एरोगेंस यू कमिट मिस्टेक, व्हेन यू कमिट मिस्टेक यू फॉल डाउन और फेल डाउन or faint down. Now, second shloka. Tattvavittu Mahabaho. A Mahabaho, a large shouldered Arjuna. Mahabaho is adjective to Arjuna. A title, surname, or adjective. Lakshana, Visheshan. A Mahabahu, the one whose hands are very powerful, muscles and everything are strong because a lot of exercise and archery and all. A Mahabaho Arjuna. Tattvavittu. The one who knows the truth, tattva, because he contemplated, meditated. Of the what he knows the tattva or the essence or the truth or reality. Guna karma vibhagayoho tattavittu. The one who knows the essence of the gunas and their influence to do the karma. That's what we just said. When the guna is sattvika, like your mind is in a good mood of sattvata, then you do the charity and giving dhanam and all. When you are in Rajoguna, you use your money only to buy and eat ice cream for you. When you are in Tamoguna, you take other fellows' money. Guna karma vibhagayoho. And Tamoguna hai to action will be of Tamoguna. Rajoguna hai to actions of Sattva hai to Sattvic. Sattvic actions only should express through us. For that, you have to maintain always Sattva quality. Then the food, the company, the books you read, the watch, the movies you see, all of them decide their guna and then they decide your activity, then they decide your result. Like the people watching all these terror movies, all the terrorist trainings they get, their whole mind become the terror type only. Then what they do? They become belt bombs or they do this type of suicidal attacks. Because इसका गुण ऐसा है, उसका कर्म भी ऐसा हो गया. They don't have the life sympathy for the life or anybody. They are ready to kill. Because throughout life they are killing and eating animals, killing and eating animals. Therefore, they have no value for the life. Therefore, that sensitivity, sattva is not there. They have arrogance and selfishness. Therefore, their cruelty is there. Tamoguna ka lakshana ho. So cruelly they kill and celebrate. Killing they celebrate. Say killing the cows, killing the Hindus and human beings. They just kill and celebrate it. See that tamoguna, rakshasatva, arrogance. Actually, चींटी को भी हमें harm नहीं करना चाहिए. That is sattva guna, because in that also life is there. As I suffer when I am troubled, it also suffers. How can I inflict suffering to others? Also, the Lord is in me also, Lord is in him also. How can I kill the Lord in that? भगवान सब जगह है तो गाय हिंदूस में भी है तो हाउ कैन यू किल वी बिलीव इट देयरफॉर वी डोंट हार्म एनीवन अननेसेसरीली because for us everything is God's expression. That is sattva guna quality. Therefore the karma also is like that we save lives, we don't take away lives. It all in your scriptures, in your education, in your teachers, in your religion, what is taught that molds you. That's how you behave. In Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, we teach divinity, you teach oneness, you teach love, we teach togetherness. Therefore, like that only we live, which is Sattva Guna, because everybody is taken care in this type of life. But if it is said, कि मरो लेकिन मार कर मरो, जरूर मारना, if that is taught, it is a terrible tamasic it is, then the mind is like that only. So, he Mahavaho Arjuna, Guna Karma Vibhagayoho Tattvavitu. The one who knows the essence of which guna influences which activity. He knows Guna Guneshu Artante. Are they gunas are working in the guna? Iti Matva. Having known that, Na Sajjate. He will not be attached to Rasic, Tamasic Guna and the Karma. Sattva Guna he will do it, but he will not be attached to with arrogance to claim it. In the Vedantic philosophical terms, the Prakriti is acting in the Prakriti. I am only a witness. I am only a consciousness. I am not involved in them. That's how maintain the Sakshi Bhava in your meditation. then you transcend all the prakriti, the kartrutva, the upadhi, and then you discover the pure conscious self within. That's how we teach these shlokas to the spiritual seekers. But for you and I, gunas are working guna. Therefore, you should avoid the negative work. How do you avoid it? By removing the negative gunas in you. How do you do that? By positive action. How do you do that? By inculcating positive gunas. So sattva guna badavoge to sattvika कार्य बढ़ेगा. Sattva guna comes to us through knowledge. When you study good books, when you listen to the stories of great people who have served the world, इनको ऐसे पढ़ते जाओ, सुनते जाओ, देखते जाओ. In your heart also that guna grows कि मैं भी ऐसा रहूं, मैं भी ऐसे रहूं. Then your action will be like that. But you only watch all the horror movie, terror movie, killer movie, cheating movie, looting movie, plundering movie, and all the negative movies of spoiling, disturbing, molesting, and all. Your gunas will be like that. You also do that. That is why the importance of the entire thing books, publishers, media, movies, every one of them, if they bring out all those movies programs to create tamo rajo guna in the youth, tamo rajo activities they do which are of destruction. But if for 10 years, entire this media and all, every one of them take out only a sattvic related movies and all the audience will become sattvic in their mind, their actions will be like that. But nowadays, the hero is more Rakshasa than the villain. In 20, 30 years back, movies, hero used to tolerate only villain's punishments. कर करके विलन खुद ही बदल जाता था. अब क्या है, hero is more horrible than villain. Therefore, people who are the hero worshippers, becoming horrible and criminal is a heroism. Like that, the gun culture, the sword culture, the knife cultures, they are coming up. Because they are seeing is my hero is killing, so I will also kill. देखो, जो हमको दिया जाता है हम लेते हैं, जो हमारे पास होता है उसको हम एक्सप्रेस करते हैं आउटसाइड. इट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. सो हे महाबाहो गुणकर्म विभागयो तत्ववित्तु गुणाः गुणेश्वर्तन्ते इति मत्वा, knowing that the gunas act in the gunas, na sajjate. Tamasic, rajasic guna and the action you will avoid. Sattvic guna you will inculcate and do action sattvic, but will not claim. You will not be vimuda with ahankara, which is there in the earlier shloka. Then otherwise what happens? Prakruter guna sammudaha, third shloka. Those who are deluded by the gunas of the Prakriti, sajjante guna karmasu, they get entangled in tamasic, rajasic gunas and also in that type of activities. When somebody is like that, you protect yourself from them. Tan akripsna vido mandan, krusnavit na vichalayet. A political, legal, police wise, any action has to be taken, you do it. If you are in that position. Else, ungli ching mat karo kisi ka, unnecessarily you get into troubles. Tan akrusnavido mandan krusnavit na vijalayet. What is a very subtle. I don't conclude my talk on Geetha like I am giving you in a very light manner. When I take one shloka, I deal it on for 5 days. One shloka, 5 days of 1.5 hour each. Because we have to quote so many shastras, give so many examples, tell lot of logics, and convey the main point. Like in this case, for example, what is that? Ki tan akrusnavido mandan krusnavit na vichalayet. Krusnavit means a wise person. Should not do the vichalana, disturbing of that akrusnavit who doesn't know. They were under the influence of the karmas, influence of the guna. What is the meaning of don't disturb him means what? Don't straight away punish him seeing his external activities or hate him. Then what to do? Understand that he is behaving like this because of these gunas. Then slowly at the guna level you change him by giving him that type of food onwards, that type of subtle feedings for a long time. Like your own son. We tell this elder. He is actually tamasic, उठता ही नहीं सोता रहता है वो. Not that उठता सोता रहता is an action of him because of this guna called tamo guna. No, straight away scold him, beat him, then he will become nervous and he will become very rakshasic later on. You must understand, in him tamoguna is working more. Therefore, he is tamasic. So try to eliminate the tamoguna. And why tamoguna comes? Excessive food, wrong food, fatty food, and sitting like a buffalo in front of a TV, not going out and playing, etc. These are the reasons because that fellow became tamoguni. Therefore, slowly change the diet, make him join a gym and do exercise, allow him to go and play some games, and avoid the TV completely. How will he be there in tamoguna action now? Tamoguna is replaced by sattva-guna. Therefore, tamasic activity of laziness is removed, replaced by the dynamic, positive, creative, constructive, useful, goal-oriented activity. That is the meaning. In this way, we explain in a very exhaustive manner every shloka. But I have to take only 20 minutes for you, and I have to see to it that you don't get bored or heavy. And I also should see that you develop your respect and love for Geeta ji, not aversion. I have so many responsibilities. Therefore, slowly, steadily, I am explaining. So, prakrute guna sammudaha sajjante guna karmasu tan akrishna vidaha mandan krishnavitu navichalayet. Straight away, don't disturb others, don't fight with their actions immediately. Their actions are the reactions for their inner quality. So act at the quality level, change it, then you will definitely see the action will be better. Like in the petrol, if you have added kerosene or other things, then this silencer will make lot of noise, as well as the dhuandar hoga gadi, lot of smoke. So you empty the petrol tank and add petrol, pure one, then all that nonsense goes away. In the same way, you are giving all spicy food, masala food every time, then he will be angry only. You are only giving him non-veg food and fatty food. He'll always be sleep only. But you give him fruits and all vegetables, more nuts and all of them, then it will be in a different mode of the physical body, active, dynamic, sattvic. In the same way, the programs which we are showing him, the topics which we are discussing with him, all of them mold his gunas. Accordingly, he'll be behaving good. Oh mothers, oh fathers, oh great people, please do this to your children and help yourself and them. That's what we give talk to them. Same is to you also. Be careful about the durgunas of tamas rajas. Tamasic is lazy, rajasic is arrogant or extroverted. Sattvic is calm and quiet, goal oriented, simple, humble with divine qualities. Choice is ours always. Therefore, what is the whole thought in the three shlokas? Ki the Prakriti is doing the actions. Therefore, let tamasic rasis be eliminated, gunas, so to the activity, inculcate the sattva guna and act sattvic way. But then don't claim even that also, because you will become inadvertent. While performing, perform only sattvika. Perform sattvika with full responsibility. But don't become arrogant. Ahankara gudatma mat banna. So too, then knowing that guna gunesh vartante, don't get too much entangled. And if somebody else is doing the tamasic rasic activity, straight away don't try to educate him. Slowly remove the causes of it called as durgunas, replaced by satguna called sattva. He will change in our life also. Let us have noble qualities. Let us perform, but let us not claim. Same time, let us not do any of the negative activities. Let us not entertain the negative gunas. And why should not claim arrogantly? Because it is not our own. It is divine grace that we got talents. We have the good heart. Therefore, we are able to do. Like I am doing Geetha class. Arrogantly, if I behave, okay, मैं गीता पे बोल रहा हूँ, nobody now even dog will care me. Instead of that, if I say it's Lord Krishna's grace, Bhagavan Vyasa's grace, Geeta Mata's grace, Gurudev's grace, and Guru Parampara's grace that I am able to do it, I am humble. Always I'll be responsible. I'll do it as a duty, as my loving offering to my youth, my children. There's no malice, there's no negativity, there's no problem. If I do it arrogantly, then Gita Mata and Lord Vyasa and Krishna will withdraw their ability. Thereafter, even one shloka I can't even utter. Forget about explaining it to the great seekers as well as the youngsters like you. वो तो कैपेसिटी होगा ही नहीं मेरे पास, भगवान निकालेंगे। ऐसे एरोगेंट बन रहा है, हमने दिया तुमको और तुम एरोगेंट बन रहे हो। I'll take away. Once you take away, then Prakriti word also will not come from your mouth. pra में ही फंस जाते. You can't chant, you can't understand, you can't explain, you can't give example, you can't give logic, you can't convince. I'm talking about myself if I'm arrogant. Therefore, I must know it. Ishwara Kripa, Guru Kripa, such nature of ability to talk on Gita is given, and that's working. And it is the children also, their goodwill, their heart, the purity. They want to know it, they're coming and listening. Therefore, credit is yours, credit is the Lord's. I'm only an instrument. Then there's no arrogance, there's no inadvertence, there's no accident, there is no destruction. Clear? This is how these three shlokas are very powerful. Just chant them. Om Prakrute Kriyamanani Gunai Karmani Sarvasah Ahankara Vimudhatma Kartahamiti Manyate Tattvavitu Mahabaho Gunakarma Vibhagayo Guna Guneshu Vartante Iti Matva Na Sajjate Prakruter Guna Sammudhaha सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु तान कृत्स्नविदो मन्दान् कृत्स्नविन्न विचालयेत्. Much more meanings are there. Only 5% I shared with you. Okay. Thank you, dear friends. Love you all. Wish and pray for the best to happen to you all the time. We all always be in the Sattva Guna and keep on doing Sattvic activities for your own joy, success, and to contribute to the world. Never ever Tamasic Rasi come to your life. So too, in your today's common sense thought, look within and see what are the blocks or the hindrances, obstacles because of which the inner ability talents we are not able to perform for our success. Don't blame others. Don't see outside only. See inside more and more. We only are going wrong in many places. Club the both topics, Gita ka topic, common sense thought. Look within, remove Rasic, Tamasic. Look within and include the Sattvic. Then perform outside Sattvic way. You are successful. You are happy. You will be loved by the people, trusted by the people, etc. And also, today's mantra is Om Gang Ganapataye Namaha. Thank you. All the best. See you tomorrow with very important topic. The shloka number 30 of the third chapter. Very, very essential for all the youngsters. We will see the meaning tomorrow. Thanks. God bless you.